Let's see if people are actually still up that have watched Pose by now. Let's see. I got my notes. Let me get my notes together to discuss this because there's a lot that's happening. We'll see if people are up still. I know it's late. I don't know. I'm on a different time zone. Hey Joshua. Did everyone watch Pose? Like, can we talk about it? I'm still on my trip. Let's talk about it. I think my battery is low, so I don't know if I can actually. One sec. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, it's just so much. Oh, if y'all haven't watched yet, don't be in here. Don't be in here. Oh my goodness, why did you want Ricky to die? Okay, hold on, let me get my charger. I had to I had to type everything on my work computer, so I gotta look for my computer for my notes. So bear with me, please. Bear with me, y'all. We out here struggling out of the country. Okay. I'm here, y'all. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay. I'm coming back. Okay, so what are y'all initial thoughts about the finale? Oh, Pose isn't live on the West Coast? Oh, it isn't? You wanted more Lulu? Okay, so if y'all have not seen this, please watch this. Go watch the series finale and come back to this so you can see everything we're talking about. See, child, I'm out of breath. So let's first I'm gonna talk about some issues that I have with it. Okay, so how do I say this? I felt as though that this season was like very, very Pray Tell centered, which bothered me because the series started out as centered around Blanca. And I personally felt like Blanca took a back seat this season. Like I was happy to see her happy, but I wanted them to like just show her being happy, to show her being in love. And like they kind of started doing that. And then it was just like, oh, okay, well, she's just in this happy relationship, so we can't focus on her. So I had an issue with that. Like, I want to see her have everything that she deserves, okay? Because Chris was fine as hell. She was thriving, okay? She became a nurse. Like, we didn't see her go to nursing school. We didn't see her do nothing. It was just like, oh yeah, you almost a nurse now. She was like, no, I gotta go. I was just like, what? Huh? So I was just like, it was just weird to me. I just felt like this was a very Pray Tell centered like season. And I felt like for a while, like, I don't know. I just felt like what the show started about is not how the show necessarily ended. So for me, it's just like I didn't feel like it's this show that's supposed to be celebrating trans women, but I felt like the storylines wasn't centering trans women this entire season. So, I don't know. I feel a certain type of way. Like, yes, I'm happy that we ended the season showing that trans women can have it all, and that's totally fine. But I want to see them having it all. So, yeah. I just had an issue with that. That's one of the first things that I had an issue with. Okay. Now we know why Damon was gone, so I get that. We can't even bring up Damon just because the actor has a tragedy happen to him, so that's why he wasn't on this season. But I just felt like, so Lulu just all of a sudden got clean and that was it. Lulu just clean. That's it. I'm gonna count now. Okay. Someone have this make sense for me, okay? Someone have it make sense for me. So she was just able to get off crack cocaine. Just that's it. But we did a whole episode with Pray Tell going to rehab. But literally not Blanca, Angel and Lulu was on crack cocaine, baby. Crack cocaine. On crack cocaine. And they just done. We're over it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. what else? The whole thing with like Ricky, I wanted them to do a little bit more. I mean, I can see like if Damon wasn't here this season, why couldn't y'all have done more with Ricky's storyline? I just felt like it was kind of like, what happened? So I mean, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just felt like I like how everyone's story wrapped up. I like how it ended. I just think that for this whole season, though, we've really just been focusing on Pray Tell the whole season. We had a whole intervention with Pray Tell in episode 2. We had a whole go to church episode, which I really love that episode, though. It was just, I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't feel like everyone got their shine this season, and especially for it to be the final season. I just felt a little let down. I did like the finale though. I do want to get into some of the stuff that happened in the finale. Let me try to figure out my work password. Been off work almost a week. You don't even know what your password is anymore. I mean, y'all could tell me, am I tripping? Like, am I tripping? Or was it a very, very much so Pray Tell season? I mean, Billy Porter knocked it out, okay? Understood the assignment and nailed it, okay? But I just wanted to see more from the women. So Brianna thought that season 2 of season 1 focused on trans women way more. I agree. And JC said, I felt like they gave Ricky Damon's storyline though. If Damon was there, he would be the house father, the famous dancer. Yeah, but like that was still weird too at the end. Can I just say, whoever was in charge of Elektra's wigs this entire season slayed, okay? Her wig for 98, just everything, okay? Everything. D, you're right. I am grateful like that they address, AIDS and HIV and how, it affected Black and brown people, and especially how the healthcare system to this day still ish and tries to exclude our people from, getting the proper care that they deserve. You feel like they ran out of money to cover music licensing this season because the playlist wasn't a highlight as it's been in previous seasons? I feel like the music was dope this season, though. The focus was not on trans women. I definitely agree. I think we all wanted more. The show was about community. Yeah, I definitely agree. I just feel like, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. Y'all know Clarence Williams the third. I did know that, yeah. Look, the gray streak, friend, the gray streak in the lecturer's like hair, it was just like, yes, I'm so here for it. But okay, so Peter says we needed to see more Elektra, the mob, Poppy Angel creating a trans inclusive modeling agency, dominating the world, Lulu addressing addiction and running a house. Y'all, like, can we do a whole spinoff with Elektra and a mob? Because I just needed to understand like what, like I needed to see that happening. So yeah, I mean, I attended a press conference with the cast, and they said they had always intended for this to end at the time that they did. So I'm not sure what happened. My friend's calling me. Hold up, y'all. Dang, everyone will call me. Hey. No, she's in her room. Okay, sorry, y'all. I thought Electric would have got caught up with the mob. No, and I was kind of happy with that. A spinoff in a movie should happen in a movie. When they played Missy and Aaliyah best friend. You don't believe who should be on Netflix not ending? You don't believe them that they said they wanted to end it? Okay, so I mean, let's look at this. Let's look at this. I wrote out notes. Okay. Oh my goodness. Everybody keeps coming here. They can't see. It's stuff still in there. I'm looking for you though. Okay. Do I think that we deserve a movie to wrap it up better? I don't know. I mean, well, what could you wrap up? I mean, they've already fast forward into time. I don't know what you would be able to wrap up at this point. I just felt like we should have been able to see Lulu get clean. We should have been able to see Chris and Blanca be happy and be in love, have normal relationship problems. Because the whole thing with him being like, I want you to meet my family, I was like, dang, y'all just introduced us to the couple. Like now she meeting the family. So I just didn't understand. Bye bye, see you in the morning. Okay, nobody talk to you. Bye bye. So yeah, but Blanca, the whole scene alone when she saw Ricky and she let out that scream, I start crying. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I start crying. Like it was too much for me. But I just feel like I don't know. Let's see how this started off. So, and even for them to kind of tie in the whole AIDS HIV crisis like in the final episode and like transition into Pray Tell on his deathbed, and then you gave him the cocktail, he just got better. I was just like, what? Like Pray Tell was like, that was the end. I don't know if that necessarily would have brought him back like that. Or is that just me? Is that me? Cause like y'all been telling us this is the end all season for Pray Tell. So I just felt like it was too much that they tried to do in one last episode. Cause I felt like that whole thing with the protests and all of that, I felt like that should have been like a whole episode by itself, just to really give the whole like HIV and AIDS epidemic to really like shed light on what was happening. Because I was like, Pray Tell had lumps. He went blind. Like he was about to die. If he would have got that cocktail, I don't think that cocktail would have brought him back like that. So I don't know. So that's just me with that whole portion of it. But I felt like oh my goodness, you're right. He did have cancer too. Y'all, this don't make no sense. Okay, so yeah, so Pray Tell was at the end, and voila, all of a sudden they put these people into the study. And I was like, Chris, I mean, you better fight for your girl. But I was just like, they are not gonna put hospital staff in a trial? What? They gonna put hospital staff in a trial? You know what, y'all? I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally like was about to get up on here and tell you how much I love this finale. But when I'm really sitting up here thinking about all of this and just seeing how Blanca, who is literally on staff, there's no way that she would have been put into this trial. There's no way. So I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Steven. But yeah, so essentially, I did like how you know, they did do the protests, and, you know, them talking about how it is very one-sided as who actually gets put into these studies, and it typically excludes a lot of Black and brown people. But I think also too, I thought it was kind of, that was crazy, like for the protests, like, you know, when the lady took her son's dead body and dropped it at the mayor's like house, I was like, wow, that is a mother freaking sign right there. Like, that is a statement. That's a statement right there. Okay. So I don't even know how I wrote these notes, child. So long story short, for those of y'all wondering what happened to Pray Tell. So Pray Tell, he got this cocktail, okay? Pray Tell was about to die. And Pray Tell got a cocktail, okay? And essentially everything was cured, okay? He wasn't blind no more. He could walk, hop, skip, jump down the street. Like, all the stuff that was happening to him, it just went away, okay? So he runs into Ricky on the street and kind of explains to Ricky like what happened. And you know, woo woo woo, he introduces Ricky to like the gay men's choir. And I like how they talked. He gave him like the backstory on the song that they were singing, about, you know, those that they've lost along the way, those that they've lost to this the HIV/AIDS crisis that was happening. So, you know, everything was fine. And so this is another plot hole that I didn't understand. So he introduces Ricky to the choir. Ricky has a new sense of life. He has a new purpose because he hasn't really been working. And so after they're helping clean up after one of the events, you know, Ricky and Pray Tell been flirting. I don't know if he was getting some boom boom in the room or whatever, but not a drink, girl. No, that's what they call it. They call it a cocktail. Y'all better leave me alone. They call it a cocktail. They call it a cocktail. The pills that they give them. Don't play me, y'all. So, essentially, Ricky ends up showing him that he was getting having lesions, and so Ricky felt as though that this was progressing. His HIV was going to be progressing to AIDS very quickly. So Pray Tell tells him like, hey, I got you, like, don't worry about it. And so we see that they end up doing a ball. So they end up doing this ball, you know, the ball that they dedicate to Candy. And essentially, sorry, y'all, I'm getting caught up. Yes, cocktail is a mix of pills. So it is a cocktail, not a drink. A cocktail is a mix of pills, and that's what they call it, okay? Because y'all gonna have me going crazy like I just said something wrong, and I know that that's what it's called. Okay, so long story short, so they end up going to the ball, and Blanca's man Chris is there to watch her in the ball. I did feel as though that Pray Tell and Blanca look really good. Their makeup looked really good. And I just want to once again give a shout out to the hair budget, because baby, when they started dancing to Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and when the water started coming down and them wigs instantly curled up into tight curls, I said, yes, y'all really invested in these wigs, and I'm totally here for every single moment of it. Okay. I was totally here for it. And I thought it was just really cute. They had the little air going. They like, baby, Pray Tell's makeup was on point. I was just like, okay, I see y'all. Like, baby, when I said they left it on the floor, they left all of it on the floor. Okay. They left everything on the floor. So, essentially, when Pray Tell ends up going home, because they kind of have like this whole talk afterwards, and it really seems as though, like, you know, Pray Tell was like in a good place, talking about how he wants to go travel, he wants to pick up his fashion stuff, and you know, it just felt like everything was really hopeful. But something didn't sit right in my spirit, y'all. When they start playing "I Say a Little Prayer for You," and Pray Tell was looking all weird, taking his makeup off and stuff, something just didn't sit right in my spirit for that whole portion of it. I don't know what it was, but I was just like, no, something is about to happen and it just don't feel right. So we saw after they left the ball, and I thought it was really cute. You know, Pray Tell had that conversation with Chris, like, you know, what's good? And basically I just felt like everyone was saying like goodbyes, and I was like, y'all got like a whole nother hour in this episode. Like some don't feel right. So we see, I'm talking about Post for you, for those of you who are in here. So I'm just letting y'all know, if you haven't seen it, don't watch this. So essentially, Ricky comes over, and Ricky finds Pray Tell in the bed. He has passed away. So I was like, you know what? We felt this was coming. They've been saying this since the first episode, that this was the beginning of the end. But when Blanca came into Blanca saw Ricky at the desk, and when Blanca fell out and yelled like that, I had to pause. I had to start crying. Because when she did that fall, you know how anyone who unfortunately who has had to deal with death, when they do that, when you always got that one family member who lets out that scream and falls out, okay? I felt that. When Blanca did, I felt that, okay? I felt that. I started crying. I ain't even gonna lie. I had to pause for a moment. As someone who has dealt with a lot of death, for people close to them, it was too much. I said, you know what? Go ahead and give Blanca, go ahead and give MJ that Emmy just for that scene right there. Just for that one scene, go ahead and give it to her. Just give it to her. Whatever Emmy she wants, give it to her, okay? But also, too, while y'all watching this, it's 101 people in here. We only got 24 likes. Let's go ahead and smash that like button, honey. Okay? Thank you. I'm just saying, can we get some likes up in here? If y'all like Blanca, MJ crying in the hospital, if that got to you, go ahead and smash the like button, okay? Okay? But it was too much for Ricky to find him. But this is the part of the whole story that really had me going crazy. And I'm going to have to skip forward to this because, so they say that he had a heart attack. Everyone's confused because they were like, he was getting so much better. I don't know what's happening. And so this is the part that blew me. So Ricky's sitting there and they're just having a conversation. And Ricky was like, they were like, look at you, Ricky, you looking so much better. He was like, oh, it's the pills. Like Rick, Pray Tell got me some of the pills. So they sitting there like, how Pray Tell get you some pills? He was like, oh, he said he got me. So he said he was getting another dose from the hospital. I said, sir, riddle me this, okay? If they literally had to bribe the hospital, do a protest, like if they had to do all of this just to get Blanca and Pray Tell into the study, what made you think Pray Tell had to hook up to get you some pills without you thinking that Pray Tell is giving you his pills? Can someone help explain that for me? Like, was I the only one sitting here like, and then Ricky still didn't get it yet? Like, I was just like, Ricky didn't have to be there to know, but literally they did a whole, like, it's not like Blanca wouldn't have told them what had happened. So that didn't make no sense to me. I don't know that didn't make sense to me, okay? I was like, that made absolutely no sense whatsoever. But it is what it is. So I thought it was really nice when Pray Tell's mom actually came to see Blanca, and she asked his aunt, who was his power of attorney, we saw in the church episode, he gave her specific instructions on what to do. But I like that she came and she talked. It was like mother to mother, and it was a really nice conversation. And I was a little confused too about that because I don't know why they would not have interacted with one another at the funeral. That was another weird thing to me. Y'all better leave Ricky alone. Ricky is not slow, y'all. Y'all better stop. Did anyone think it was weird that Blanca and Pray Tell's mom never came in contact at the funeral? Or did he not have a funeral? Or did I miss something? Is that just me? Yeah, but so Pray Tell didn't want a funeral? Maybe I missed that. Maybe that's on me. I just thought they would have came into contact a little bit sooner. So, I thought it was funny that I wanted Blanca to read to Elektra what he had actually said, because I thought that that would have been so funny for her to read, like how he did not want to give her a necklace. But of course, Blanca wanted to make things right, and and just gave all of them the lockets. But I thought the best part of that entire scene was the best part of the scene was when they asked Blanca, "Is there anything that he said to you?" And she was like, "No." Like, she was like, "There was nothing ever left unsaid between us." I was just like, that's a friendship right there. To know that you have said everything that you needed to say, like everything that you needed to say, to the people that you love, to know that you guys never had any words that was never unshared. I just really, really, really love that whole portion of it. Like, I really enjoyed that entire, just that one line right there. It was just like, there was nothing ever unsaid, left unsaid, never anything. So I really, really enjoyed that. But let's talk about what else happened in this episode, child. So they end up, so the ladies end up going to dinner. So this is when we get the time jump to 1998. Blanca has a new job at St. Vincent's because the HIV/AIDS crisis basically toned down after these cocktails. Essentially, everyone had new jobs because everything was kind of under control. I just wish we would have delved a little bit deeper into that. Also to delve deeper into like what is St. Vincent's. I feel like everything was through exposition and like Chris like saying, well, you got your new job here and this and that. And I was just like, first of all, let me get back to Jeremy Pope real quick because that baby is so fine. I just wanted them to spend the whole season just showing him and Blanca just getting their best lives together with one another. I just thought it was, I don't know. I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna let all this slide, but we really needed to have more Jeremy Pope in this entire season. But it is what it is. But what I love is they threw some Sex in the City shade. Okay, so Blanca, Elektra, Lulu, and Angel all meet up for lunch. And so essentially the man comes over and says, "Do you guys want a Cosmopolitan?" She was like, "No, I want Johnny Walker Blue Label if you have it." And then she was like, "Why would anyone talk this much about sex on the TV show? And why are they listening to these white women talk about it?" I was just like, okay, Elektra, y'all better, so y'all gonna write in that Sex in the City shade, especially when they reboot the Sex in the City too. I was like, also, y'all just gonna fully come forward. I said, okay, I guess it is what it is. Do what you do, okay? But this is when we were kind of giving more exposition. Lulu's an accountant now. She does taxes. And Angel and Poppy have the modeling agency, and she just booked a new gig, and she's enjoying being a mother. And Elektra has expanded into the webcam business. So I was just like, okay, so we just basically sped through what everybody was doing. I wish we could have like seen Elektra like working with the mob still, like do like a little flashback working with the mob and getting into the webcam stuff, seeing Angel like do modeling one last time. Like, I don't know, maybe I was just asking for too much, but I just didn't understand. But it is what it is. But one of the things that I do need to get on. So they go to a new ball, okay? They go to the new ball. And they basically, Blanca tried to get them to come with her. But they were just like, no, it is what it is. We ain't doing that. We're past that. And I was just like, how y'all gonna be past something that like, this was your history, okay? And I love that Blanca talks about like that the balls is like, it's who we could be, like everything that the world told us that we couldn't be. And I love that, Blanca still remembers like, this is where I got my start. And I love that we have a full circle moment in the episode because Blanca is actually donating some of her time to help take care of, those who are just recently being diagnosed with HIV or AIDS. And then she runs into a young woman. And it's kind of the same way that we were introduced to Blanca when she goes and she finds out that she's HIV positive. And then she ends up telling the girl, like, hey, I have a place, like, you should come and meet us. Like, this isn't a death sentence. Like, I've been living with this for 14 years. Woo, woo, woo. So, essentially, they end up going to the ball. And so Ricky's a house father now. And it just didn't even feel right. I'm not going to lie to y'all. seeing Ricky like have Evangelista tattooed on him and talk about it just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't feel right to me. It just didn't feel right. Did y'all feel like the whole Ricky being a house father was like? Did that make sense for y'all? Like it just didn't make sense for me. But let me talk about this ball. So they had some new kids, and I was not impressed. I was not impressed. Okay. I was not impressed with the kids, the new House of Evangelista. I saw what they were trying to do with it. I was just like, and I was like, was I supposed to like the new kids? Or like, no, I don't know. I was just like, it wasn't for me, okay? It just wasn't for me. However, to end on a high note, they did end up naming Blanca Legendary Mother of the Year. The kids weren't that bad, but I was just like, how they were hyping them up in the episode. I was just like, no, baby, no, thank you. Mm-mm. It just wasn't. It wasn't for. It didn't give me anything. It wasn't like when you saw the flashback to when Lamar and all of them walked their first ball, like that I was living. Okay, they were giving, they were serving, but this I didn't have the same feeling or that same reaction to it at all personally. But I did love that they ended up giving Blanca like the legendary mother, and I love that even Elektra was there to give her the award. And Elektra's actually the money that she's getting, she's donating to make sure that people have the pills that they need, the cocktails that they need, to help keep everyone healthy that's living with HIV and AIDS. And I love that everyone else was there to surprise her. Then they told her that she wasn't coming. And then it kind of ends with Blanca going outside, and this group of people are asking her, they're just like, hey, like, what did you guys do, like, to start winning balls? Like, we were losing every single ball. And then she ends up giving them the advice that Pray Tell gave them after they were obsessed. So it was like another full circle moment. And then they start playing Your Love Is My Love. And then she did walks out. They had Blanca looked beautiful when she got that award. She was really beautiful in that scene. But I was just like, overall, I think that the finale is fine, but I felt like a lot of things were just rushed through this episode. I think everyone looked fantastic. I think that like we didn't even get to see nothing from Lamar. Like we saw like 5 seconds of Lamar. And I just was like, okay, so we just gonna act like Lamar don't exist no more. He was there for the wedding, and then we just not gonna hear from Lamar again. But Whitney Houston sings Your Love Is My Love. But yeah, I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know. It ended very happy. I'm happy that people had happy endings, but I guess the build up to getting to that happy ending, it was just like, I don't know. We didn't see nothing from Lulu, like Ricky, like I don't know. Yeah, Lamar was dancing on the ball but like for 5 seconds. Was it too much of Pray Tell? I think that it was very Pray Tell centered. Like I understand that Billy Porter, he is the biggest star of the series, and he won an Emmy for his role. But I just felt like for a show that's about trans women, I didn't feel like the focus of this season was on trans women. I just didn't. So I don't know. Was it happy? It was happy endings. Well, because you would have to see happy moments happening. So I would say it's a happy ending, but I wouldn't say happy moments. I think Billy Porter would definitely probably get another Emmy. He's definitely gonna get an Emmy nomination. He'll probably win. Yeah, Yeah, but I don't know. I'm a little mixed on the series finale. I mean, I'm happy that we had this series, and I'm happy, like, so much that I've learned about the communities, so much I've learned about trans women, just having roles that present trans women in a good light. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, so what do you guys? Let me know in the chat. What did you guys think about everything? You two favorite things in the finale is Prey Tale's wardrobe. Makeup was on point too for Prey Tale, and then the Sex and the City restaurant scene. I love me some good shade, y'all. So yes, yeah, you could tell after his Emmy they make the show more about Prey Tale. Yeah, you never know. The networks could have axed that as well. You never really know. Oh my goodness, MJ is in Alexa's ad. Oh my gosh, I need to look this up. But yeah, so I don't know. I know COVID is the reason why they kind of had to end production early, so I get that. Um, but it's kind of just like, um, mm, you thought Stan was coming back? Is that Evan Peters' character? That was a really good storyline. I really wanted to know more about what happened to him. You thought Stan would have stopped Angel's wedding? What? I think if you all got what you wanted, we would have had a few more seasons. I mean, they said that they always intended to end it like this. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. They didn't want it to be non-queer POV focused. I mean, I think the finale's fine. I don't think the finale was horrible or anything like that. They kept emphasizing, don't smoke. They could have caused a heart attack. My dad snuck a cigarette at the hospital, and they said, "Oh, dang." I mean, so what are we gonna watch now? What's my favorite episode from last season? Are you talking about from this season? Because if you talk about last season, it's definitely the Thanksgiving episode. When they found out that Ricky and Prey Tale slept together, that's definitely taking the cake. But I really did like the episode with Elektra. I feel like Elektra has like come such a long way. I will say Elektra is a character that they did flesh out very well in this final season. I did like the moment of Angel being able to talk to her father and just having that closure of understanding that like sometimes it doesn't matter what you do or how nice you are to people, that you just have to let people be them. And if that's how they want to think, if that's what they want to, that's on them. That's not on you. And you got to protect your peace and your energy. Season 1 was their strongest season. You didn't like season 2? Yeah, they rushed kind of Poppy, giving Poppy a kid. I was like, y'all, what? So he didn't know for 5 years he had a kid? I don't think it could have done all the things for everyone. We need more show with trans lead cast, more stories, period. You're absolutely right. Season 2, well, I still don't agree with Kandi dying because Kandi didn't been on like the fact that Kandi was still on episodes after she died and she was in an episode in the, like in flashback. I don't know. I don't know. Who won the fight, Tree? How does Poppy have a kid? Poppy had a kid from 2 weeks ago. Kandi's death was the best episode to you? I think that it was a good episode, but when they kept bringing Kandi back in like visions, it was just like, so what was the point of killing her if this is what you was gonna do? Well, the actor who plays Damon had a family tragedy happen to him, so that's why he wasn't in the season. A Thai tree? Are you serious? How is it a Thai? Lulu should have been the one to die instead of Candy. Dang that! No, Timmy, I never thought anything was gonna happen to Electra. I feel like they do another show highlighting trans characters. They should focus on the ones not in the ballroom scene. Like just like follow them as just normal, like just their normal day to day. I just hope that we get to see everybody in future projects. I don't want it to be they did this show and then we never see them again. Are y'all watching Legendary? Electra did have her surgery, and that's why Christopher Maloney's character stopped talking to her. That's why it was such a big deal when she like finally had her, when she became rich and she made that comment like I didn't need a man to do that. That's why that was so big for her. Is this season better? Yeah, I think India is gonna be in escape room. She is in escape room. Oh, MJ is gonna be in the show with Maya Rudolph. Okay, good for her. The judging was questionable last season. That's why I had an issue with Legendary last season. I felt like my issue that I had with Legendary was, hey Dickerson, my issue I had with Legendary was I felt like they didn't have a judging criteria. I felt like, is her name Jamila? I felt like she don't even know what she judging. And it would be times like they would be mad at Law, but I would be like, no, like even like I would be like, but that's what he's supposed to be like. I don't understand. Like, don't none of y'all know what y'all supposed to be judging on? This don't make no sense. I don't understand why Jamila is a judge. She does not need to be a judge. I'm sorry. Dominique was in Dominique Leomi is like, I've been watching, seeing the pictures on Instagram. I said, okay, Beast, you better serve. I don't care if Jamila is a producer. She needs to produce her way to behind the cameras, okay? But you said you understand why they have Law and Meg, but they don't need they do need more people from the community. I understand why Law is there. Law is like the mean judge, but at the end of the day, Law like understands style. Like I understand why Law is there. The guest judges have been good this season. Meg like everybody. I'd be like, okay, Meg, you literally love everybody, so and you never want to be the mean judge. Wait, what do you mean you're under the judging concept of give it to your girlfriend? Wait, Demi was the one who decided who got to go home? What? You think Meg empathizes with them as performers? I can see that, but at the end of the day, it's a competition. Oh, they look out for each other. Thank you, Joshua. I feel like Deshaun should have been a I felt like Deshaun should have been a judge, and they could put Jamila as the host. I don't care if Demi was a guest. Like she a guest. Like you let the actual judges talk about that. Oh, I get what you're saying, honey. Okay. Joseph is really good. Deshaun is fine, and like the flawless skin. I just be staring at people's skin. I agree. Tiana Taylor would have been good instead of Megan. I definitely agree. Tiana would have been good, better. I mean, I get what they asked Megan. She's like a bigger star right now. Oh, MJ can vote. I think Jamila would be a better host than an actual judge. I come back Tuesday. Is the season almost done? You think Deshaun would be worse than Law? I don't think Law is bad. They offered us a turkey sandwich for first class. They should be ashamed of themselves. They had 5, so I can catch up. I tried to ask them for screeners. They didn't give them to me. I was like, okay, well, fine. Legendary comes on HBO Max. Yeah, the Popeyes is in Atlanta Airport and it stay packed. Delta. Why do y'all hate Law so much? Wait, Chris Evans has a girlfriend? What? Chris Evans has a girlfriend? Are y'all being dead ass right now? Exactly, Jessica. They're disrespectful. What is going on with Chris Evans having a girlfriend though? Who is Lizzie? Who is Lizzie? Oh, Law and Order Organized Crime is good. It was good. It looked cheesy to me at first. He's dating no Lizzie McGuire. She wait, who he's dating Lizzo for real? Yeah. Who is he dating? Y'all not giving me answers quick enough. Who is he dating, y'all? Is he really dating Lizzo? I would be okay with that. I thought Lizzo had a boo. Y'all are not being helpful. Chris Evans' girlfriend. Why I gotta look to Twitter? Y'all supposed to be telling me. Wait, he has a normal girlfriend? He said he would never date somebody that was not in the industry. What? How do y'all know this? They said he got a regular girlfriend. Who in here mentioned Chris? No, Chris Evans got a girlfriend. No, he ain't with Ana de Armas. Well, we know dudes be lying. Let me go ahead and lose this weight, y'all, so I can snatch my man back. Don't you mess with my man, cause I'ma be the one that bring it to you. Who is Dose Moi? What? They said they not true. They said it ain't true. Honey, don't be playing with me. Find you. When is the journey to be a bad bitch group chat starter? Once I figured that somebody want to tell me how to make a how do I make a WhatsApp group? How do I do it? It's okay, Azealia. We had mixed feelings about the actual finale. Yeah, I gotta do some more research into this. This is blew my whole night. It blew my whole night. Oh, thanks, Skylar, for sharing. Thanks, Skylar. It's some fine color. Let me tell you, I was at Playa Blanco today. When I say it was so many fine dudes here, I said this one man looked like the hot version of Jesus. Like he had the long hair like Jesus and the beard. I'm gonna say the hot version because I don't feel right objectifying Jesus. But I'm just saying, if this was Jesus, I would do what you need me to do. What do you need me to do? I'll do it. Okay? Cause like it was so many times. I was like, where are y'all at in Atlanta? Where are y'all at in Atlanta? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Your emotions are over. It just doesn't feel right that this show is over. I feel you, J to the B. Ricky, stay louder for the people in the back. Look, I have something. Look, I got my gay friend scammer. I be like, why y'all be scamming? Why you scamming, boo? You better than this. He was married though. I didn't say Jesus. I said he was the hot version. I'm just saying I can't objectify Jesus, but I'm just saying if someone said Jesus was sexy, he would probably like this man that I saw today. I thought they'd be acting bougie in DC. I'm really sad right now. Lord, does Chris really have a girlfriend? Like, why couldn't, like... I'm really sad about this, y'all. I had to go pray about this. Maybe it ain't gonna work out. And I really don't like praying for the demise of people's relationships. You didn't like the final episode? It was a mixed bag for us. It was a mixed bag for us. You're going to DC? You moving to DC? Look, I used to have some great we used to go out there when we lived in Virginia. So, girlfriend, you sure right? Girlfriend don't mean wife, okay? Sure. I'm just saying. Let me go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep because I gotta make sure I'm sleeping my 8 hours so I can go to oh Lord, please just let me wake up tomorrow with like a snatch of waist. Please, Lord. It's gonna take me a whole year to lose his weight, y'all. This is so annoying. That means he can't be in a relationship for a whole year. Do you understand that? It's just so much. This is so much. So stressful. It's so stressful. We're gonna claim it right now, honey. Hey, we need to start a pay away group at Howard. Girl, been tending to these rolls back here. These rolls, okay? And these tickle bitties. Y'all right. You know, the goal is to at least, the goal is going to be at the end of the summer, at the end of Hot Girl Summer, I'm going to be back in that 100 land. And now I understand why all the times I was watching Biggest Loser and everyone started crying when they hit like 199. That's going to be me, y'all. I'm literally going to have a whole breakdown. I'm going to have a whole breakdown. Look, the cat said, I don't care if y'all talking about Pose. I'm going to go to sleep. We didn't send you those two Loki. What? I watched Loki. I have thoughts. I'll have my thoughts for y'all when I get back in town. Embargo will break before I'll be able to put up a review. But I got thoughts. I got thoughts about Loki. Yes, I do. I still ship you and Robert from Umbrella Academy. I don't know why y'all be acting like something be happening more than just the interview we doing. Loki comes out on Wednesday. The social embargo lifted, but the review embargo does not lift until I forgot what time. Whatever time it was, when it lifts, I will be on a plane back to Atlanta. So I'm gonna take a full break on tomorrow. I'll post. I got 2 interviews I can post tomorrow, and then Tuesday you're getting Tuesday you'll get Cruel Summer. If they're giving me the episode, I need to check that so I can email them tomorrow. Cruel Summer, and you'll get Loki review. I guess that's it. And then you'll get Handmaid's Tale. And I have one more Handmaid's Tale interview I need to post. And then you see it. I'm trying to take it slow this week. Candyman comes out in either August or September. I forgot what date it was. They want that to be a theatrical release. Yeah, it's only 2 more episodes of Cruel Summer, so it's been fun. But I will be very happy to like. I'm gonna be sad, but it'll be nice not to have to be up late. Well, I guess Loki now I'll be up late anyway. But between Handmaid's Tale and Cruel Summer, it's a lot. That's a lot all in like one day. But P Valley, not P Valley, Love Victor. Someone said P Valley that distracted me. Nathan, say it again. I was like, can we kill Gus? Gus gets on my everlasting nerves. My everlasting nerves. I hate Gus so much. And I was like, this is why I don't like little kids in shows most of the time. Candyman comes out in August or September. Is going to be theaters only. Love Victor's so good. This season's so good. This season is like 10 times better than the first season. Thank you, honey. Okay, y'all. I need to go to sleep because I do have interviews tomorrow. And I need to watch a whole movie tomorrow, too. So, I'm going to go to sleep watching Handmaid's Tale for this week so I can get my life together and act like I have to come back to work. So, I love you guys. Hope you have the best week ever. Remember, Journey to a Bad Bitch starts on Wednesday. And I will figure out how to make a group. But stay blessed. Stay woke. Protect your joy. Don't let nobody steal your protect your peace and don't let nobody steal your joy, okay? I love you guys. Hope you have the best week ever. Bye.